my room into my channel. Let me adjust this. We're going to continue playing Silent Hill 2 Remake on PC. And I just attempted doing this video and I ran into a bunch of problems. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like, for me, anytime I try to do anything, it is like way fucking harder than it is for everybody else. I just like have like terrible luck or something. Everything is such a fucking challenge. There's so many hoops I gotta fucking jump through. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to a previous save before the place we left off in the last video, so that I can test something out here in like real time. And I wanted to show something that I had fixed and where it was like most prominent and evident, but it was in a previous area. And I wanted to go there and show what I did and then talk about it for a second and then get back to where we left off. And all these new issues start happening. So now I want to see, like, is it good now? Is it fixed now? Can we fucking play this now? What the fuck? Like, what next? What fucking next? Do any games work on PC ever? Is there a single fucking PC game that works? What the fuck? So let me try that. Let's do that. And that. And then try to play the fucking game again. Okay. So I went back to this area where we were in the last video, because in this spot specifically, I started to struggle to play the game. I had all of these fucking issues with like moving the camera, the joystick, the way the sticks felt. It felt like 10 fucking FPS. But I know that the game was running better than that because I've monitored with like an FPS counter when I'm not recording. I don't do it while I'm recording because it causes all kinds of issues with the recording if I try to have this overlay running. And so I turn it off when I do these recordings. Doing this here, it felt like sluggish. Moving the camera, it felt like fucking trash. I'm like, what is going on? It felt like almost unplayable. And it was like this area specifically was really fucking bad. I don't know why. There's like nothing in here. It's just a brown fucking wall. Brown floors. It's like a tiny room. Let me try some stuff out here. So I changed a bunch of shit to try and get this working. And we're gonna test it out now. My controller feels much more responsive. When I move like this, it feels fluid, it's fast, it's quick. It doesn't feel like I'm moving at 10 fucking FPS anymore. What I did is after I got done with the last video, I loaded up this area right here. And I ran my like performance monitoring tool. It checks the frame rate. It checks like the... Jam it! God damn it! This is taking me some time to get the hang of. All my buttons changed on the controller after what I did. And now I can't get the hang of it. Let me gather my thoughts here. I went back to this area and I started experimenting and then looking shit up online and changing a bunch of settings. So my understanding is that Steam, by default, I'm using a Switch Pro controller because it's all I have. And I thought it would work. It's been working. It's worked in other games. In this fucking game, for whatever reason, it seems most like noticeable. Steam was adding a shit ton of latency to the controller responses, like the input response from like when I press a button and until I see it on the screen. It was adding all this extra latency. So I had to disable some shit in Steam so that it didn't do that. And then it changed the mapping of like all the buttons after I did that. And on top of that, I had to plug the controller in via USB. There was also like issues with the Bluetooth causing latency and causing issues with like that perceived. It felt like 10 FPS for some reason. It was ridiculous. I was monitoring the frame rate and it was like 50 to 55 FPS. It was lower here than 60. There was definitely a hit. Sometimes it went into the like mid 40s. And I'm like, dude, why? There's like nothing happening in here. Let me try this. This is what fucked it up last time. I still don't know what button makes him do this. Okay, what button is that? It changed all of the fucking button mapping. I could probably go in and try to remap it manually in the game. I just haven't done that. I'm like sick of fucking around with settings. My God. Jesus. Like, I just want to fucking play something. I want one fucking thing to work here. One fucking thing. So I then plugged the controller in via USB. I'm like, I guess I can't have wireless either. And the new issue, I get into combat and it immediately fucking like crashes and the controller disconnects. And from my understanding, because it's this piece of shit Switch controller, dude, I don't know what the fuck it is. Everything Nintendo sucks now. I don't like any of their products. Even this controller, which is supposed to be a great controller, basically sucks from my experience. It overloads the fucking USB port and it like shuts the controller off and disconnects it. And so I have to disable all fucking vibration features, which that's like at this point, that's like a necessary feature in modern games. So I can't have vibration and I have to plug the fucking thing in to be able to play this fucking game. And I have to disable a bunch of shit in Steam so that there isn't like a fucking 2 minutes of latency between my button press and what I see on screen. And it's like finally it feels playable. The camera is responsive. My movements feel responsive. It doesn't feel like 10 FPS anymore. I can't believe that that's the kind of dumb shit that goes on after all of the other performance tweaks I've done to get this game to run well, to get the capture to capture as smoothly as I could at high fidelity. There's also the issue with like Steam and fucking Nintendo and the fucking USB port. Like what the fucking hell, dude? Like what the fucking fuck? I cannot believe the shit I am putting up with this computer. So I wanted to test it out here before we like really get started and make sure it's not gonna like crash or shut off on me while we're playing it. And like it feels like, I feel like if this area now, which felt like shit before, if this area feels good now, like we should be solid, I would think, for the rest of the game. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. Okay, it's still the wrong button, dude. I've been playing it for so long now with the other button layout. Okay, I think I've got it now. I think we've got it. So let's go ahead. Let's load. And let's go to where we left off. The bullshit, dude. Someday I need to get a real proper controller for this computer. I just can't afford it right now. And this is a fucking like $90 controller. It's supposed to be really good. Everybody talks about how amazing it is. Fucking sucks. It's a piece of shit, dude. It's garbage. Trash tier controller if I can't even have fucking vibration. And it's got like 2 minutes of latency. Okay. So we left off here. And I'm like debating. I'm debating what I want to do here. Because while Maria's with me here, we can do some other stuff besides just go straight to our destination. I think I want to try it. I think I want to try it. So in the last video, we came over here. We went that way. And there was like a little, like mechanics shop or something. Like an automotive shop. And the door was like locked shut. And it looked like we needed some kind of jack handle to pry it open. And I've done this in the past. So I'm going to try it. You can go this way.
Hey, wrong way. We already passed the motel.
Seeing like she tries to kind of persuade me to go a different way. But we can walk around here. Like there's a bunch of shit to explore. And we can do it with a companion. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't quite recall, but if I'm not mistaken, I think you do have an opportunity to come back here later in the game, like quite a bit later, and explore all of this. But Maria won't be with us when we do that.
James?
Where the hell did you come from? You fucking bastard! Wow. I can't believe how much damage they take. Which button is this? Okay. Damn it. So that's like the first enemy that we've seen with Maria. Let me look at the map. You see this street? It goes all the way up to the Historical Society. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, maybe we can go all the way up there now. I don't think we can go into the building. I don't think. But we may be able to go all the way down this road here and explore like this whole area that if I think you would typically explore this much, much later in the game. What the hell goes back? Okay. Like I said, the buttons are all different now.
James? Your wife, what was she like? Or is... Sorry, I'm not...
That's fine. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Oh, come on. You said we look alike? At least give me something.
Well, she liked to play the piano. I'm not sure if you're really that much alike.
Oh? I don't strike you as the pianist type?
Let's just leave it.
Sure, James.
It's really interesting. I don't think they have that conversation if I don't go this way. If I don't go out of my way to come up here and explore, even against what she's like the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. I think a lot of people would be like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to go this way. And they would never have this experience. It's like unique dialogue. I'm pretty damn sure. I don't remember her ever saying that unless I went this way. Look how good those fucking little puddles look. And you learn a little bit about his wife, about Mary. Like, that's how I discovered that she played the piano. I didn't even fucking know that. I didn't even know that. I really wanted to...
You know we're heading the wrong way, right?
Yeah, just bear with me, okay?
Whatever you say, big man.
I really wanted to play this again and do another video because I felt like I'd resolved the issues I was having with the camera and with the controls. And then of course we've got like a new issue looking comes up. It sucks not having the vibration. There's the jack. Let me just look around real quick. So I did this on the PlayStation 5. A few weeks ago. Maybe a little over a month ago. I can't remember exactly how long it was. Whoa. There's a fucking... I can walk through here? Wow. Holy shit. Oh no.
More of those things.
All right, honey. Come on. Let me just look around. And then I'll grab that jack handle. So I did this on the PS5. And then I didn't end up publishing it. But that's how I knew that I could do this. There's a bunch of guys. You son of a bitch. There's another one? Where? Where? All right, come on. You sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. Let's get back. These damn bugs. God damn it. Oh my god, I hate those stupid things. Those bugs as well. Those things were never a problem on the PS5. They were never a problem once.
For now.
In this PC game, dude, they keep biting me. And they're way more fucking vicious. every enemy seems to take like 3 times as much damage, and they are like way fucking harder to deal with. Let me get this piece of shit. You bastard. All these guys come out of the fucking woodwork once you grab that jack handle. If you just followed the main like objective and you just went right where Maria said to go, we wouldn't encounter a single one of these fucking guys. We wouldn't have to put up with any of this shit. None of this would have happened. There's another beetle over there. There's another one. Fucking bastard. You son of a bitch. Make me waste my damn... Let me get this thing. God damn it! It's ridiculous. Is there anything in here? Like, it does feel a little bit like I'm doing the wrong thing. Look at this fog. It looks so damn good. Okay. Let me move this a little.
You sure that's a good idea?
Yeah, it's fine. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, it's fine. Stop nagging me.
Hey! You okay in there? Can you let me in?
Like, it's fun. Like, this, none of this would have happened. You coming in?
So, anything good in here?
As good as it gets.
Let's see what this says. Oh man, what button is it? Okay. Mass layoffs at Brookhaven Hospital threaten the institution's future. The layoffs were reported on last month. Let me redo that. The layoffs we reported on last month are continuing. Over 10 people have been let go, which has reduced the hospital's staff by more than half. If the situation does not improve, staff shortages will put patients at risk. Brookhaven is a hospital with a long history. It was established in 1810 when a deadly epidemic swept through the Silent Hill area. Ever since, it has incessantly brought help to the residents of the town. However, more and more have made their voices heard of how the presence of a psychiatric hospital in the middle of the town has a negative impact on the local community. Residents fear that an incident from 2 years ago might repeat itself. I don't know what button goes back anymore. Damn it. I'm going to have to try remapping that. But you know what? Give me a second here. Let me see if I can do it. What is it? What do I... Oh, the damn mouse is fucking my settings up. Oh, man. How do I do the controller? How do I do the controller? Oh, come on. The triggers don't move over to the controller icon. What the fuck? I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Should be. Should be that fucking easy. It should be as easy as I click that, press the trigger, select the controller icon, remap buttons. Done. Should be that fucking easy. Fuck it. Forget it. Fucking forget it. Fuck you. That car doesn't look too stable. Made it. And it's like, I don't know what that means. Made what? I can't even tell what I'm looking at. Is it an open window? Is it like a heater? I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Well, at least we get a healing item. A girly picture on the wall. Looks like a new one. Alright. Some ammo. Some rusty tools. More pictures. Oh, look at that. You see that? That's the same weird, like, flannel shirt that I saw in an apartment that I commented on. And I'm like, that looks like James's shirt. That looks like a shirt James would wear next to a jacket that I feel like his wife would have worn. And we saw it in a closet in one of the apartments, and I commented on it. And it's that same exact fucking shirt. Like, that's intentional. It's just not some random asset that got set there on accident. And I don't know much about James. Like, was he a mechanic? Did he ever work in a garage? Are those his pictures that he put up? You see how Maria blocked her face when I shone the light in her face? All right, I think we got everything in here. I think we're good. I'm delicious. Drink me. There's a sign right there. feel like that was kind of worthwhile, you know? It was like a different experience than we would have had if we just followed the main path, went to the next destination. Matt. 11:28. I wonder if that means something. Imagine your job is to sit in that fucking booth all day. There's an AC in it. I think that's what that is. Get this little room in there. Probably got like a little TV in there, a little black and white CRT. Probably a couple dirty magazines. Maybe they let you smoke in there. And drink. Feel like you'd have to. You're trapped in that little fucking booth all day.
You think it'll stare back?
It's fun. All right, now we'll go this way. It's a little puppy. Just went to get my mail at like close to midnight, right before I started this. And I saw somebody walking their dog, and I asked if I could pet the dog. I haven't pet a dog in like 5 or 6 years. And she was like, yeah, she's a nice dog if she'll let you. And the dog just kind of sat there and let me pet him. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, we've got a safe here. If anyone needs anything, I'm fixing the pipes at 107. I like this right here. You have this kind of bonding moment with Maria. And the music's like unique music. I don't think you hear this music ever again. I could be wrong. I just don't recall it. I feel like this is the only time you get this music. Somebody playing the acoustic guitar. It feels special. And we can even go over here and get some unique dialogue that we would miss if we didn't do this.
Locked. Strange.
Why is that strange?
Never mind. Let's find a way to get it open.
That's weird. What the hell does she mean? Like, my guess is that she already unlocked this. My guess is that she kind of did what we're doing, and she unlocked this at some point and had come through here earlier. And now somehow it's fucking locked again. And she's like confused by it. She's noticing it. That's my guess. if I'm not mistaken, when they ported the original Silent Hill 2 to the Xbox, the original Xbox, I believe they added additional content that was not in the PS2 version. And there was like a new story mode, or a new, like, basically like DLC, where you could play as Maria, and there was like a story with her. I believe. I've never actually played it. I just remember hearing about it back in the day.
Cozy.
This room. There's something wrong with it. I think we should leave.
Oh, loosen up, James. It sure beats running around with those monsters out there.
I'm not so sure.
That's interesting. He normally doesn't say shit like that. Ooh. Well, anyway, I wonder if that was a reference to, like, maybe some of the story content that was in the Xbox version of the game over 20 years ago. Just a guess. I actually saw that version in the store one time and I almost bought it. I kind of wish I had, because I've never experienced it. I don't think you can play that version anywhere else. I might be wrong. There might be like a PC release that came out that I'm unaware of. I love all her dialogue. You know what? I could probably just emulate it now that I think about it.
Can you let me in? Why, thank you, good sir.
This area, like, this feels kind of comfortable. It feels, I'm not going to say happy, but it doesn't feel terrible. Like there's light coming through the window. Actually, sunlight. Things are somewhat clean in here. We've got a friend. She seems nice enough. This bed even looks clean. Look at that design. It looks awesome. It's that 0, 4, 5, 1. I feel like I'm probably wrong. I'm terrible at math.
Hey, you think I'd look good in this one?
Sure.
Not quite the ringing endorsement, but hey, I'll take it.
Gotta try it on now. Old drinks. Oh, thank God. Oh, shit. What the hell? I forgot all about that.
I think you just saved my life back there.
Glad I did.
Yeah. So am I.
Fuck. It really fucked her up, too. You know what I've never done? I've never gone back up these stairs to see what she did with those clothes. Like, did she hang them back up? Or did she just drop them on the floor or throw them on the bed? Okay, she put it back. I was just curious, like, if it's possible to, like, pick those up and put them in the inventory. Or see some kind of, like, additional dialogue. Okay. I know there's tons of shit that I've missed. Secrets I've missed. When you do a New Game Plus, there's all sorts of new content. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that when I did the first few hours on New Game Plus on the PS5, there was items I never saw before, dialogue I never heard before, like notes I never saw that I could read, books I could read that I never saw. So I'm going to assume there's all kinds of shit. You know what? I'm gonna save. Let's save.
James? Is everything all right? Hey, you okay? It's like you froze for a second.
Yeah, it's fine.
So weird. This game's really cool. What a weird key.
Yay.
Where to now?
Just down this way.
That's weird. The music changed so abruptly. Yay. Hell yeah. You're always rewarded when you go off the beaten path. I love shit like this. Just walking around, taking my time, exploring this somewhat unsettling, abandoned world. And I've got a friend now. Man, this looks so damn good. Huh. The hell? Weird. That's weird. So, on New Game Plus, that's a bottle of liquid you can pick up and put in your inventory. Like, I don't know what this house is. I don't know whose house this is. There's something weird about it. Like, these are the weird fucking stuffed animals we saw in the apartments that I was like, I think these might be toys that James had as a little boy. There's that fucking horse again. There's that little bear. Some other weird ass animals. Crayons. Little book. Something strange about this place. Basketball. You know, what this team did with a seemingly small budget, from what I've read, is super impressive. And like having tools like this seems to really help for like a smaller team with like less money to do something really special. You know, sometimes I shit on, I probably come off negatively sometimes about Unreal Engine. But there's a lot of instances where I've seen or played a game that was in Unreal Engine and it came off as extremely generic and I didn't like the game. I like to see variety. In this case, it works really well.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's just... This place... It just gives me the creeps. I'm not sure why.
You ever been inside?
I'm not sure. It does feel familiar somehow. Like a bad memory. It's nothing, really.
It's weird. Man, I feel like I've said it a bunch of times. I feel like this fog is so much more dense than when I played it on the PlayStation.
So, James. 3 years. That's a long time. What will you tell her when you find her?
That I love her.
Oh, then. Lucky her.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Like I said, 3 years is a long time.
I like this. There's some light coming through here. Almost like light shafts, just a little bit. Somebody was sitting out here with some coffee and cigarettes, reading the paper. You know, that's what people used to do. They didn't sit down with an energy drink and a smartphone. They had coffee, cigarettes, and paper. A newspaper, maybe a magazine. You know, like my grandparents, and like my grandfather, but even my father, they used to read the paper all the time. Shit. When I played New Game Plus, I didn't get home a whole lot farther than this, but I did get up to here, and I had found some items in the game, and I was able to walk through this door, and I found a key piece in there. I'm really soaking this in. I'm taking my time. Because like I said, I've played the game before. I finished it on the PS5 on standard difficulty back when it came out. And I kind of know what happens. And I want to enjoy this time here. I was just having ideas. I was thinking about a game, and maybe there's been something like this. And, Konami, if you're listening, you're welcome. Like, I've given ideas for, like, Sony and Nintendo, and now here's an idea for Konami. But maybe, like, a future Silent Hill game can have more moments like this, where you almost have, like, a companion character. Maybe they're not with you in every single area, but sometimes they're with you, and you have, like, a bond and a connection with them. You know, like, when I'm with Maria, like, it feels special. We feel like friends. And she seems like a decent person to have with me. Oh, what's this?
Strange. This should not be here.
Well, it is. So, what now?
Now we look for another way.
What?
Shit. He just like... Oh, hell yeah.
They're coming.
Stay close.
It's almost like he kind of powers up now that he's got somebody to protect. I'm probably gonna have trouble here. But I was just thinking about a game like Eco had some of that in it. Like, you're with a girl and you're kind of protecting her and trying to keep her safe. And I miss the force feedback here. You know, like if you had someone like Maria with you, and then maybe once in a while, like she goes missing or she's in trouble and you gotta help her, and then maybe other times you're playing as her or a character like her. Shit. Maybe they get split up and you've got to play as her to see like what happened to her and what she's going through. You fucker. Damn it. Keep hitting the wrong damn button. Fuck you. Was I in here already? Keep hearing shit. You! Damn it.
Over there.
Hold
Through the
on.
fence.
What if there's an item? Is there an item up here? No. Is she getting hurt? Okay. She's like playing with me. I feel like the performance is kind of bad here. I feel a little bit of latency in my movements all of a sudden. Not nearly as bad as it was.
Maria? Hello?
I need to kill it. Like, is this hers? Is this her little spot here? Some arcade games. Trample. Defenders of Horizon? Is that what it says? Sounds funny. Oh man. Oh, look at the light in here.
Maria?
What? Oh, come on, don't give me that look. I was just kidding.
What is this? Is this the special place you met?
Don't be silly. Just have to go through and out the front. Then again, now that we're here, can't we stay? Just for a little while. Catch our breath before we head back out there.
I don't have time to take a break. Mary could be out there, waiting for me.
I know. It's just... this place, this whole thing, it's like a nightmare. I just wanted to get away from it, even for a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I guess this place is getting to me, too. Am I crazy? You know, for thinking she could be here.
Probably a little.
Crazy is one word for it, I guess. I can think of another.
What's that?
Hopeful.
Well, that's a nicer way of putting it.
Here.
What are you doing?
Something to take the edge off. No? You sure? Fine. Be that way. Here's to... hope. Undying.
We should probably get going.
Fine. Ready when you are.
He fucking wanted that pretty bad. I think he had some kind of serious alcohol problem because you would see in a lot of the areas we've been in so far, there's like liquor bottles everywhere. And I think it kind of represents his experiences. Just like you would see things that looked like his clothes or him and his wife's belongings in some of the rooms. You know, like you would see the phone was always off the hook. He was probably going through some really like dark shit, you know? Did I already look in that? That's interesting. It's a wedding ring. And you notice like in a lot of the cutscenes, if you pay attention, you can tell that James took his wedding ring off. You can see the mark on his finger where it used to be. And like, what the hell? Are those his glasses or somebody else's? Who's that photo?
Is that you?
Would you like it to be?
There's a safe point here. Let's make a new save. I think I'm all set. This lighting looks really nice in here.
Let me know when you want to move on.
Let's go.
All right then. Come on. We could come back later if you want. You know, in case we need a break.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Whatever you say. I mean, any port in the storm, right?
I guess so.
Look at that. The sun's out. Let's see if there's anything over here. You know, it almost looks hopeful. The sun shining. We have a friend.
Okay, it's not far now.
I think there's a fucking... There's a creature over here.
More of them.
You bastard! God damn it. It's a waste of time. This looks really nice.
Nothing safe with you around, huh?
She's always making some kind of comment. Huh. I'm just looking, like there's another potted plant and it's alive. Like it looks healthy. Mostly. If you remember, early on in this game when we first kind of entered Silent Hill, I stumbled upon a potted plant near the back of somebody's garage. And it looked freshly potted. It was really green and healthy. It was a different plant than that, but it was a potted plant. And it looked really healthy and green, and everything else around it did not look like that. And most of the time when you see any kind of potted plant, it's dead. Because like nobody's been taking care of it. But like that's the second one I've seen now. It was kind of off the beaten path, out of the way. It was like a nice healthy plant. It looks like somebody's been taking care of it. That's weird. It's interesting. It seems intentional.
Look, we're on the other side of that chasm. Some detour. But hey, at least we're here.
Here meaning where exactly?
Come on, you'll find out.
Mysterious.
This is it.
Before I go in there, let me see what's up here.
James?
It's a football. The hell is that? See, like, here's a potted plant. It's dead. Okay. This looks nice.
That's it? A garden?
There's a bit more to it than that.
Kind of hitched there for a minute.
I don't think I've been here before.
Come on, she's just around the corner.
She? Who is she?
There's a story told around these parts. Kind of a local legend. Tells of a woman who was cast out. Sentenced to die on an island out on the lake. There was a man in town who fell madly in love with her. And every night, he would sneak out, row across the lake, bringing her food and company. And every night, she would stand there on the shore, holding a lit candle to help him find his way. But this one night, a terrible storm broke out, caught him out in the open, and it blew out the candle. Even in darkness, the man would not give up. He would not turn back. So he fought against the raging waters until finally the lake took him. They say even then, The woman never lost hope. She kept coming out at night, kept lighting the candle to bring her beloved home, to lead him to shore. Not sure how much truth there is to it. It's probably just a fairy tale. But she's become something of a local saint, a patron of undying love. Hence this place.
She's not here.
What?
She's not here. And why would she be? I don't even remember this place. This was a mistake. I shouldn't have come here.
Hey. It's okay. There's plenty of other places to look. We can still...
Come on.
Water on the ground here. I don't want to leave this area. It's so nice here.
I think it came from inside the theater. You okay?
Yeah. Maybe you better wait here.
Okay. Not much of a movie fan anyway. And James,
Yeah.
be careful in there.
Yeah.
This is boring.
You didn't seem bored a minute ago. Screamed your head out, didn't you? You should have seen your face.
I told you. It was this big rat. It jumped right at me from under the seat. You would have screamed too if you saw it. Guts, fatso.
Hey, well, what do you have to say that for?
Anyway, why are you sitting here? I thought you said the cops were after you.
Nah, I don't think they follow me here. Besides, I blocked the door, so no one could get in. Not the cops, and not these other monsters.
You're weird.
Yeah, that's what everyone always says.
Well, I guess people call me weird too. And they yell at me. Especially when I do something bad. Did you do something bad? You know, so the cops are angry with you?
I don't know. Maybe?
So why don't you just say you're sorry? It always works for me.
They wouldn't listen. Nobody ever listens. Did you hear that too?
Non-existent.
Eddie?
Oh. You're,
James. We met back at the apartment building.
Yeah, I remember.
It's a
see
bucket
that you
of
didn't
ice,
make it
like
out yet.
strawberry ice cream.
Yeah. I just didn't get around to it yet.
At least you got your appetite back. Are you alone here, Eddie?
No.
Hell.
That's probably just Laura messing around.
The little girl? Laura, is that her name?
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go look for her. You coming?
Now you want me to come with you?
Never mind.
There's something not right with him. Oh, the fuck?
Laura?
I can imagine how hot these fucking things must have got. They probably have different technology now. I'm assuming. But this thing's probably like a fucking oven. That chamber where, like, I'm assuming the bulb would be in there. There's like an exhaust pipe. Oh, weird. I can look through this window. gonna guess operating this place sucks. You know, like the fucking movies, especially like an older one, they probably have all kinds of issues where they need repair. Can you imagine like on the fly, like while the movie's running, like the fucking film gets like all tangled up or twisted? Like, what the fuck do you do? There's probably a lot of pressure on you while you're doing it. Like, God, don't fuck up, don't fuck up. Like the whole time, it's probably stressful. Some kind of issue happens, like the ball blows, the fucking film gets twisted or whatever. And like you could see it and hear it in here. Like everybody in the theaters can be like, what the fuck? And they're gonna all start yelling and fucking throwing a temper tantrum. They're all gonna want their money back. Like your job's on the line. And those bulbs are probably like super fucking dangerous. Like if there's an issue with one and you got to replace it and like the previous bulb's still hot, it could probably explode. What's this? Okay, that's where I came from.
Laura, stop! It's dangerous!
Rat. Let me look in here. There we go. Nothing else, huh? I wonder what the hell that is. It's like, hey. And then I think it says E13 with an I. What does that mean? Guess there's nothing in here.
Maria? Did you see the little girl?
Yeah, I tried to stop her, but she went that way. We can still catch her.
This looks so damn good.
James, look.
Damn it. Like, we don't have to follow her in there. You know? I just want to look around before I go in there. Sometimes you'll find something in a larger vehicle like this. Oh, look at this. Something happened.
Hey, come on, we gotta catch up to her.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
they
know.
don't.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like around here, let me see if I can find it. I thought there was an ambulance near here. Maybe this one. I feel like one of these has an item in it. And when I discovered it, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Because I didn't think you'd find shit in a vehicle like this. Yeah, see, look at. Nice. I feel like we're gonna need everything we can get our hands on. These guys all seem so much more difficult. And, like, I know what's coming up ahead here. Like, this hospital fucking sucks. I'm not looking forward to this. But, like, we kind of have no choice. Like, this is where we have to go. All this, like, sunlight, sky. Look, you can actually see the sky. trees, you know, fresh air, friend. It's all going away. And now we're fucked. Door's shut. I will say though, in this area, when you first enter the hospital, it's kind of nice. There's like this beautiful golden light streaking in through all the windows. Shotgun shells. I feel like that's like a sign, you know? You see something like that and you're like, oh, shit. Like you're probably gonna get a shotgun.
Gun cabinet? In a hospital?
Yeah, but it's empty.
Somehow that seems worse.
Yeah. It's like, okay, if I'm gonna need a shotgun, what the fuck am I gonna be dealing with?
Where did she go?
I don't know. Let's look around.
Due to repeated instances of keys getting misplaced, from this point forward, they are to be returned to the locker at the end of every shift. All staff are required to memorize the padlock combination and are not to disclose it to anyone but authorized personnel under any circumstances. In case of any problems, report to the head nurse in examination room 3. What's she looking at? The director requested the files of the 3 crucial patients. You know which ones. Could you please bring them to his office? Yeah, I really like this golden light. Let's save. I think that's a good place to stop for now. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll bring that up. Okay. I'm having a decent time with this. Besides our issues in the beginning, where I had controller problems. The video I started doing that I deleted, I started doing the same video here that we just did. And the controller was disconnecting like constantly. And I think I mentioned it. This fucking Switch Pro controller using it wirelessly, it generally works pretty well. But it would occasionally feel like it was like losing connection, and I would have all this like crazy amounts of latency where basically I couldn't even play the game. And then there was also the extra latency from Steam that was like remapping the buttons. And so I plugged the controller in to USB, and then anytime that you get into combat and there's going to be like a burst of vibration on the controller, it would just immediately shut off and disconnect. And it seems like it's trying to draw too much power at once. I mean, I don't even see how the fuck something like that happens. I know technically, right? Like Nintendo designed it to work wirelessly with their Switch. But even so, you know, it's like basically it breaks anything else. I'm so sick of every single thing I try to do on here has some kind of fucking problem. Every single step of the way. Getting the game to run, using a fucking controller, trying to record it, trying to get my mic to work. Every single piece is like this broken mess. And it seems like for like everybody else, they just like turn shit on and it works. It's just like the first try, everything just works for them. And every single component in here has had days of problems, like days of just bullshit. Like for Spoken, I might go back and try to do that, because this game, especially here in the hospital, it's going to get so oppressive and it's going to make me feel so fucking bad that I'm going to want something like happier and brighter and something where I'm like outside and it doesn't feel like hell. And I'll probably want to go back and start doing more videos of that one. But it's such a broken mess of a game on PC that I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it. Where it's just constantly like breaking and having problems while I'm playing it. We'll see. I think I mentioned this, possibly. I am considering at some point in the near future experimenting with emulating retro games. Because I talked about this a while back, how when I started my channel, I was playing retro games exclusively in my bedroom on my CRT, and I was filming it. And like I have a nice, you know, it's not massive, but I have a nice collection of PS1 games, Sega Saturn games, PS2, and a few others, quite a few others. Sega CD, Genesis, Super Nintendo. And I liked the idea of like, I have all this stuff. Let's do something with it. You know, not everybody has collections of those games because they're so fucking expensive now. You know, if I hadn't started getting into that and collecting those games like 20 years ago, I wouldn't have hardly any of that stuff. Because now, like for example, when I bought Chrono Trigger, it cost me like $45. It's a loose cart, but I bought it like, I'm going to guess close to 20 years ago. And it was like $45. And even then I'm like, man, that's kind of pricey for a loose cartridge, but this game's supposed to be really good. I'd like to get it. Now it's like a couple $100. And if you want it with a box, it's like $500 fucking dollars or more. You know, Magic Knight Ray Earth on the Saturn. I bought that when it was brand new. At Electronics Boutique, I think, back in the 90s. And now I think that game's like $1,000 if you want to buy it, like complete in box. Like I wouldn't have hardly any of that shit if I was getting into it now. So I'm like, well, I have all this stuff. It's cool. People that like physical media and they like retro games, they'd probably be into some of this. And I wanted to make something with it, rather than it just like collects dust and ages and just sits on a shelf, you know, getting dirty. But it just wasn't working out very well. You know, I don't have the right equipment. It wasn't a good setup. I didn't like how it came out. But I still want to play some of that stuff. And I was thinking, with my setup now that I have this set up with this computer in my little studio here, and I've got everything in here set up to capture and record on this computer, I could do like gaming emulation, like Super Nintendo, Sega, the stuff I can't even do because my Sega CD doesn't work. And I could do that on here now. I could just get an emulator and play all those games and it would look better. I could play them at like my monitor's native resolution. I could experiment with using like a CRT filter or something. And so I was thinking of maybe we do that sometime soon and I start having like another like series. I'm going to start categorizing. I've already started to put my videos into like, what do you call those? Into like a category. I forget what they call it, a playlist. And that way they're organized a little bit. And maybe I create like a emulation playlist. And I can start doing some emulation videos and experimenting with some of those games. Because there's some of that stuff I've never played. Like I've always wanted to play Star Ocean on the Super Nintendo. That was never released in the US. It has an English translation patch at this point. Or another one that I've always wanted to play was Shin Megami Tensei, what is it, Devil Summoner? Or I can't remember the exact name. It was on the Saturn and PlayStation, I believe. And I think that has an English patch. I'd have to look into that. But I want to check stuff like that out at some point. And I think it might work better if I just do emulation for right now. It's too bad, you know. I don't have a good way to like film, capture the authentic games that I have. Maybe for some of that stuff, if I'm going to play a game that I own, say we play Grandia on the Saturn, you know, maybe we could take a look at the physical game first and talk about it. And then play the emulated version because it'll just work better with my setup. We might do something like that. And the Saturn version of Grandia, you know, I could emulate that on here and have the English patch and play that game in English. And that, like the Saturn version of that game it's a much better version actually. It's one of those rare cases where the Saturn version is actually quite a bit better than the PlayStation version. But anyway, for right now, we're going to be doing this. And we're going to stop doing this actually right now. We're going to stop here. And we'll come back to this maybe tomorrow. You know, now that we're in the hospital, I think this is a good place to start. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get through it in the next video. I feel like this, if I remember correctly, this area is actually really fucking big. And it, like, just when you think you feel like, oh God, I think it's about over. It's like, no, you got a ways to go now. It's even worse. I remember this area getting to the point where I literally felt sick to my stomach and I couldn't take any more. And I'm like, get me the fuck out of this place. Get me out of here. I want this to end. I don't want to do this anymore. Stop. Please stop. It gets so fucking oppressive. It gets so dark, so grungy and disgusting and like horrifying. And it's like difficult to move around and see what the hell's around you. You can barely see anything. It gets so fucking like stressful. And then it finally ends. So maybe we'll get there in the next video. We'll see. But until then, goodbye.